An ocean is being born in East Africa. Not today, not next week, but the process has already started. And you can actually stand where a continent is tearing itself apart. Let me hit you with the wild part first. The African continent is splitting into pieces, and the gap will one day fill with seawater. That's not sci-fi. It's plate tectonics doing what it always does, slowly, relentlessly reshaping Earth. Here's the setup. East Africa sits on a long scar called the East African Rift, stretching thousands of kilometers from the Afar region in Ethiopia down through Kenya, Tanzania, and beyond. GPS stations there are creeping apart by millimeters to a few centimeters per year. That's exactly how new oceans start. First a crack, then a rift, then a sea. Up north, in Afar, things get extra spicy. It's a tectonic triple junction where three plates meet: the Arabian Plate, the Nubian Plate, and the Somali Plate. To the northeast and east, the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden are already spreading. Those are baby oceans that grew up. In 2005, a 60-kilometer crack ripped open near Dabahu in Ethiopia in just a few days, fed by magma rising from below. Imagine the ground unzipping. That's rifting in action. So what's actually pulling Africa apart? Heat from the mantle is pushing up, weakening the crust. When it stretches, it thins. When it thins, it breaks. Magma squeezes in, solidifies, and widens the rift, like prying a door open with wedges. Over time, the Central Valley drops, volcanoes line the edges, and lakes appear. You can see it in the Danakil Depression, at Erta Ale with its lava lake, and along chains of volcanoes and earthquake zones through the rift. There's a popular photo of a giant crack in Kenya from 2018. That was mostly heavy rains eroding along an old fault. But the reason the ground failed there is the same story. The crust is pre-broken by the rift. The drama grabs attention. The physics is the real plot. How long until there's a new ocean? Think millions of years. On human timelines, nothing happens. On geologic timelines, everything does. If the rift keeps opening, seawater from the Gulf of Aden could eventually rush into Afar, isolating a sliver of land and giving countries like Ethiopia a brand new coastline, far, far in the future. Does this matter today? Locally, yes. Rifting brings earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and ground deformation that affect communities and infrastructure. Scientists track motion with satellites, GPS and INSAR, to map where strain is building. If you want a mental model, think of how the Atlantic formed when Africa split from North America. First rifts, then a narrow sea, then a wide ocean with a spreading ridge down the middle. East Africa is at step 1, maybe 1.5 in Afar. So yes, a new ocean is forming. It's slow, it's spectacular, and it's happening right under people's feet. The continents feel solid until you watch them for a few million years. And then you notice, Earth never stands still.